Hello to all you magnificent twin flames who will be tuning into this message. This is the Crow's Nest. I'm your host, Crystaljoy, Wounded Healer. And what I have for you is something that even I myself was not really expecting. I was about to start something for myself, and I suddenly felt this great guidance to pick up my tarot cards and to have a look into my connection, my specific twin flame connection. Now, this isn't something that I normally do for myself. I normally like to focus on my self journey, on my self healing. But I was just really feeling this guidance to look into my specific connection. And I actually had a message come out that was really not expected. And so I thought that I would hop on and see what I can get for the collective. And as I was cleansing the cards, I was really feeling this sense of haste, this sense of urgency to really get this message out. So I honestly, guys, I don't know what's going to come through. I don't know what it is that we're really asking here. We're just going to see what comes forward because once again, I just really wasn't expecting any messages for myself. I was really just feeling guided to pick up the cards, and I was just really blown away. I was sharing with a friend what was coming forward, and it was quite mind-blowing. So let's see what we have coming forward for the collective today. Now, I will note a couple things. I have this key. Now, keys have been something that was coming forth in my readings for a little while. It's not come up in the last little bit. However, I just really felt the need to put this key here, just with the cards. I mean, it's nothing fancy. It's just this gold key. It's off of like a keychain or something that I had. But I felt the need to put it here. So it's almost like, and based off what I saw coming through in the messages that I saw for myself just a few moments ago, it's almost like suddenly the key to the mystery, it's like suddenly someone has the key to unlocking a mystery. Or even in my readings, what was happening was it was like the divine masculines were wanting to get in. I was seeing divine masculines, at a door and trying to, make entry. And, divine feminines were, blocking the door, hiding the door. And they, had lost their keys. They'd forgotten where they put their keys. And then divine masculines on the other side of the door, saying, divine feminine, let me in. And you left your keys here in the door. So it was a really, really interesting message that came through that one time. But interesting also that, this sense of urgency to deliver this message and feeling the need to put this key here. So it's there. I'm gonna note that. And then before we dive into the tarot for, just an update, like we're just gonna see what comes through for the connection for twin flames. But I'll also let you know the stone that I felt the need to use for this was the Hope Stone, okay? So a nice, I believe this is a brown jasper stone. I'll have to double check what sort of stone this is, but the significance with this stone is an actual connection to my twin flame journey, my specific connection with my divine masculine. I'll give you a little bit more of a background with this stone. I actually got this stone on one of our very first dates that he took me on, my divine masculine took me on. We did this, I won't get too much into the details, but we had done this sort of adventure, and it was down by the river, and there was this gift shop, and I had purchased this stone and a couple other things at this gift shop. And so this goes back to the very beginning of my twin flame, when my divine masculine and I entered into that honeymoon phase, I guess you would call it. And that was about 10 years ago. So interesting, because we have those numbers in numerology which speak to new beginnings and completing of a cycle. So yes, interesting messages that we're already getting through. I am just gonna grab a sip of my coffee here, you guys, forgive me. I was honestly just about to start my evening coffee and just, start some work for myself, and all of a sudden I felt this need. So let's just see what's going to come through for the Twin Flame Collective. Yes, I expected this. So very similar to what I had come through in my message. Okay, so we have the Tower upright here. we have the Two of Cups in reverse, exactly what I saw. Yes. The Two of Wands, yes. Ten of Swords in reverse, Page of Swords in reverse. Okay. Give me 1 second here. Yes, exactly. So very similar to what I had coming through in my message. So what I had done is I felt the need to check in on my connection. And what I had done is I had used the tarot to check in just to see what had come through. And I had used this deck and got a very similar message. And then what I had done is I used another tarot deck to see what other messages wanted to come through and got a much larger message. So very similar. So what we have with this Tower upright talking about these sudden changes, this upheaval, this chaos, these revelations, and this awakening. I do feel that this is the divine masculines at this time, having gone through this healing gateway, this healing portal with the solar eclipse. I feel that the divine masculines are going through this awakening, this great revelation, because also the solar eclipse, if you go back to the twin flame solar eclipse readings that I did, you will hear me talk about how when we did the review of what the eclipse was about, talking about having these big revelations, okay? So much like the message that came through for me just a few moments ago about divine masculines having this great revelation, this big aha epiphany moment. Now I'll mention what else I saw for myself was the moon card and what I was feeling for that, and the Seven of Cups. So it was like at a time, yes, and the Nine of Swords. So for the divine masculines, it was like you know, the Nine of Swords, they had this anxiety, all this pain, this grief, these nightmares, this worry. And, you know, and it's like they have this tower moment, this big revelation, and they realize that that was an illusion. That it was like an illusion, like they had self-deceived themselves, and they're recognizing now that this Nine of Swords energy that they have been in for so long, or for the divine masculines who have been in this Nine of Swords energy, they now realize with this moon card that came through that it's an illusion, that they were deceiving themselves. You know, this energy that they were in with the Nine of Swords, it was like they had put themselves there and they had this revelation. You know, there was a tower and the moon card coming through letting us know that, you know, whether that was my specific divine masculine or about, you know, a number of divine masculines having had this revelation and recognizing that this whole time it's been an illusion, this Nine of Swords energy that I've been in, I've put myself within these barriers. And with this moon card coming through, I feel like they're now able to have this revelation because we've had this solar eclipse. And the moon card also speaking about the fear, the anxiety, the illusions, the restlessness that they've been experiencing. You've been experiencing divine masculines, and now it's like we've had this healing gateway, we've stepped through this portal, and now you're having this big revelation and you're recognizing that all of this Nine of Swords, this moon card energy that you have been in, it has been an illusion, that it's like you put yourself there and you realize that now, right? And then there's this Two of Cups in reverse, and that's what I saw as well for myself a few moments ago, speaking about this self-love, breakups, disharmony, and distrust. Now, it wasn't the Two of Cups that I saw, but it was talking about this self-love, okay? And it's even more significant that we have the Two of Cups now, because the divine masculines, you have had this revelation, this big aha moment, and you're recognizing the illusion of this Nine of Swords energy that you've been experiencing for so long. And now, because you have had this revelation, you are able to focus on your self-love. And now with this Two of Cups here, not the same card I saw before, but the Two of Cups in reverse also does speak about breakups. So going back to this energy of revisiting the past and healing the wounds in regards to the connection with your counterpart in the twin flame journey, it's like now you are focusing on this connection. This Two of Cups is letting us know that this revelation, this big awakening that you are having with this illusions that you've been experiencing, is in regards to this this separation, not necessarily breakup, but separation, okay? And this disharmony, this distrust. So masculines, you were for some time in this in disharmony. You were not in alignment, and there was definitely this sense of distrust. You were not able to trust others or even yourself. I'm hearing there is a masculine here with me right now who all of a sudden is now giving me information as soon as I started on this distrust. So divine masculines have been in this place where they've been just feeling they can't trust everything. I'm hearing everything has been an illusion. um, it's like they haven't been able to trust anyone around them. Divine feminine, I'm hearing they haven't been able to trust their divine feminine at no fault of her own. And the divine masculines are saying, I haven't even been able to trust myself. But this big revelation, this big awakening is allowing the masculines to realize this. And masculines, it's now allowing you to focus on your self-love, to even realize more, to dive deeper. And this Page of Wands in reverse is letting us know about this with these newly formed ideas, this redirected energy, the self-limiting beliefs, and the spiritual path, okay? So you're having this big revelation, this big awakening in regards to this spiritual path, your twin flame journey. A door is closing, okay? Do you understand? So now we have a door is closing, and what happens when a door closes is another one opens, right? So we have the ending of something and the starting of something new. A new door is about to open, right? These newly formed ideas, this redirected activity, okay? So divine masculines, you've had this awakening. You now are focusing on this self-love, and you're revisiting the connection, okay? And it's like you're going back and you're getting back into harmony. You're finding the trust. I'm hearing forgiveness. You're forgiving yourself and all those involved. And now you're redirecting your energy. So no longer with this Nine of Swords, now it's a focus on this self-love, okay? You're letting go of these self-limiting beliefs, okay? So you guys can go back and review the twin flame readings that I've been doing for the solar eclipse. There's 4 parts to that reading, okay? And it really was talking about so much about letting go of those limiting beliefs in this spiritual path, this twin flame journey. We also have the Ten of Swords in reverse here. So masculines, once again, an energy, the Ten of Swords, that you have been feeling for quite some time now. But once again, this is now the second time in the readings that I have done personally in the last, I would say, 4 to 5 months where I've actually not seen this card upright for you. So I really am feeling this is for a masculine right now, or masculines. So this Ten of Swords in reverse is now talking about, rather than feeling like you're just at your limit, you can't take anymore, now there's this sense of recovery, regeneration. This resistance to an inevitable end has now come to an end, okay? Because you've had this big awakening, this big revelation that this Nine of Swords and this Ten of Swords energy that you've been experiencing, and the moon energy, has been an illusion, okay? The other thing that I'm seeing here is this Page of Swords, again in reverse, talking about self-expression, all talk and no action, haste, and haphazard action. So once again, I was feeling this sense of haste, and I am feeling like I am talking quite quickly. The energy is passing through me very quickly, and I'm feeling this haste, this urgency to get this message out, okay? And I even cleansing the cards, everything is just feeling very rushed. But rushed with a sense of urgency, okay? A positive sense of rush. And the self-expression, so it's like masculines now are in this place where they're able to, with this self-love, really able to tap into this place where they're knowing themselves, this big revelation, awakening in regards to the connection. And now they're feeling this need and this excitement and this desire and this spontaneous urges to have this self-expression. And I'm feeling communication, and that the divine masculines are wanting to express themselves, express this revelation that they're having. Because once again, I was really feeling guided to get this message out. So I feel that, there are some divine masculines who really do feel that it's important to express this information. Okay, I'm gonna see now. I'm just gonna go with the flow. Okay, I'm gonna see what else we have coming forward. I am feeling guided to go over to this tarot deck next. On that deck, I do have the peacock oars, so very colorful. And what I'm really feeling immediately with this We did have a card talking about disharmony, okay? This Two of Cups in reverse, I was talking about divine masculines getting back into alignment. With this peacock ore here having all these different colors, what I'm actually seeing is the chakras, the different colors of the chakras, but actually the chakras being in alignment, okay? Give me one second. So interesting that I'm really feeling a sense of alignment, okay? So let's just see. I really don't have a question. I just want to see what other message wants to come forward, because I feel like I'm just the messenger here. Okay. So what do we have here? We have the Knight of Swords. I feel like I saw this. So in reverse, so this restlessness, unfocused, this impulsiveness, this burnout, okay, let's clarify this. But once again, with what I saw coming through for me not too long ago, and what we see in this first row here, I'm feeling like this is something that's being let go, something that's being put to death. Because I actually did see the Death card. There we go. So I saw this one come through. Give me one second. I'm trying to understand. I'm hearing yes. Okay. I'm just trying to understand which direction, which way I'm supposed to take these cards, because the way they came out was really scattered. Okay, I'm feeling this one next. Okay, so yes. So, oh, I like this. We have this Knight of Swords here, okay? And next to the Knight of Swords, we have this Queen of Swords. So it's like, I really am feeling this, with this Knight of Swords in reverse, that this is what's being put to death, is this restlessness and this unfocusedness. I feel like there is now a sense of clarity for the divine masculines. And with the Queen of Swords next to that, I really do feel like it's kind of like this knight, and I have been seeing the Emperor in some of my readings. We'll see what happens here. But I'm feeling like this knight wants to come forth to the queen, okay? And swords are a suit that's all about action. We do have a lot of swords here. There is a lot of action happening here. So this Queen of Swords was in reverse. So we're talking about being overly emotional, easily influenced, this bitchy and cold-hearted. And that's interesting. It fell out of my hand and it landed on top of this Knight of Swords. Give me one second. So I am feeling like this was the divine masculine, which is why this is, oh, landing here. I'm getting a couple things right now. Okay. So the divine masculines, you were not only feeling this restlessness, this unfocusedness, feeling impulsiveness and this burnout, right? 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, the Moon card. You weren't only feeling that, but you were also feeling this being overly emotional, being easily influenced, feeling cold-hearted and kind of bitchy, right? Kind of, short-tempered is what I'm hearing. But then also it landed on top of the Knight of Swords. They're both in reverse. And what I'm feeling with this is this, you know, I've been talking in a couple of my twin flame readings about this, again, going back to this disharmony, feeling this alignment, right? We have this peacock ore here. I talked about this with the chakras. I'm feeling the sense of these divine masculines, or the divine masculine who this is for, this sense of embodying both the masculine and the feminine energy within themselves. And so yes, being in alignment. Okay, the next thing, oh goodness, the next thing we have here is justice. Okay, this is upright. This is card number 11. Twin flames definitely resonate with this number. And this justice is talking about justice, fairness, truth, cause and effect, and law. So I am feeling that there could have been a legal matter involved. I'm not feeling that that was in regards to the connection. I'm hearing delay. Did we have something about a delay? I feel I was sure we had already spoken about some kind of delay. I'm not seeing it in front of me right now, but I'm hearing delay. My hand is itchy. I don't know what that means. But this law delay, if there was a legal situation involved, it was creating a delay of some kind. But I feel like there's been justice served in that regard. And I'm feeling like there's been a lot of sevens coming through in my twin flame readings. I'm feeling, hi Jackie. She likes to say hi occasionally. Yes, I'm feeling like there was a lot of luck on their side. So this sense of fairness. So it was like this situation had worked out on for whoever this is for in their favor. And I'm also feeling like masculines do have, it's been coming through in some readings about wanting to come forward with the truth. And I think I did mention it about the feeling of this action towards speaking about this revelation that they're having to, with their feminine. We also have the Three of Cups in reverse. Again, this Three of Cups and Three of Pentacles energy has been coming forward a lot also. Okay. It's been talking a lot about this collaboration and teamwork and community and celebration, but right now with the Three of Cups in reverse, it's talking about independence, alone time, hardcore partying, and three's a crowd. So once again, I am hearing also an element of masculines walking away from a karmic situation, or this law and effect. This was causing a delay, and it was like it was like a roadblock. It was just kind of like there's the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and this thing that's in the way, and that's the third party. This three's a crowd. But it's also like I'm feeling like masculines have had this sense of alone time. There was the hermit, the hanged man coming through earlier. Yes, so this alone time has helped the masculines to have this revelation. Okay, we also have the Empress coming out in reverse. Okay, I did see this coming through, I think, once again for divine masculines for you in another reading, talking about creative blocks, dependence on others. So yes, walking away, you're no longer depending on others, divine masculines. I'm really seeing this once again, like we had come through, I think, in part 4 of the Twin Flame Ring of Fire solar eclipse readings about divine masculines. You're really walking away from karmic situations, karmic patterns, really putting them to death, saying no more, and really letting go of this dependence on others and these creative blocks. And then what we had here, the Moon card. Yes, okay. And I'm glad I took a moment to feel out the spread of these cards, because it's important that we ended with this Moon card, because we're talking about what's being put to death right now, and having the Moon here, is also talking about what's being put to death. If I had not put this where it had belonged, we wouldn't be seeing this as what's being put to death. We would be seeing this as where the masculines are still. But masculines, once again, I don't think that you are feeling this Moon energy anymore. It's in reverse at this time. So this is talking about the release of fear, release of repressed emotions, and this inner confusion. So we're letting it go. We're walking away from that now, okay? And I will also point out that 18 on this card, the Moon card is number 18, okay? When we put 8 and 1 together, we get 9. And in numerology, this is talking about the completion of something, okay? I am really feeling guided to continue here. We're going to see what else comes forth, okay? I'm going to grab another tarot deck to see just any messages that want to come through for us. On this deck, I am using the rose quartz point, okay? So a stone that's really about love and relationships. I'm hearing about harmony and compassion. All right, you guys. Those cards wanted to come out. Give me one more second here. Okay. So right away, we have, yes. Oh my gosh, I can't, you guys. We have this Ten of Swords here again, okay, but it's in reverse. So talking about recovery, recognition, resisting that inevitable end. So recovering from everything that we have just covered here, divine masculines, okay? This alone time, where did we see this? Independence, alone time with the Three of Cups in reverse, okay? With this Ten of Swords now in reverse, recovering, okay? And this recognition, you're having this revelation in regards to everything that we have just covered here, right? And it's no longer you're resisting this inevitable end. And now, rather than this Three of Cups being in reverse, we now have this Three of Cups in the upright position, talking about celebration, friendships, creativity, and collaboration. So the sense of celebration, because you are celebrating what you have realized now, okay? You're celebrating this love. I'm hearing this love. So you're celebrating the fact that you recognize this connection and what your divine feminine is to you, and that this love is unconditional and it's never ending. I'm hearing the never ending story. Interesting. That's interesting. And so yes, I was hearing, I just got sidetracked because I was thinking it resonated with my connection and I was just kind of sidetracked. But also, yes, there was these creative blocks. Where did we talk about this with this Empress in reverse, right? So, and yes, once again, with this Knight of Swords and this Queen of Swords, this embodying the masculine and the feminine with this Empress here as well. I'm feeling that masculines are tapping into your emotional and your heart space, your feminine energy, so that you can have this revelation that came through in another reading, that very same line about being able to have these revelations because you are embodying both that masculine and feminine energy. And it's like you're not even afraid to do it. For a lot of divine masculines, or for a lot of masculines, it was like you were not allowed to express emotions. You know, men had to be tough. You know, men can't cry, men can't be romantic, they can't express emotion. But masculines, it's like you're really embodying who you are as, you know, in your oneness, in this alignment that you're finding within yourself, knowing that you have both these energies within you, and that it's safe and it's okay for you to express who you are, both as a masculine and feminine energy. And so there's this sense of celebration, and once again with this friendships and this, you know, creativity, no longer being in these creative blocks, but this friendship and collaborations, once again feeling that it's safe to move forward to your feminine, this sense of not friend zone, but this sense of friendship, okay? This sense of just, it's a safe and secure connection, relationship, I'm hearing. And this need to collaborate and almost share what it is that you're learning, what you're discovering here, masculines. All right. I will see if there's anything else that wants to come through, and then what we'll do is we'll get into some messages from your person and end with some angel number guidance, okay? So let's just see if there's anything else that we need to know coming through. So I think the overall message was this big revelation that the masculines really wanted to share with us divine feminines that they're having in this time. And I think it really was, you know, thanks to this solar eclipse that we had, all this releasing, all this healing that we've been doing in this last week or so. I need some more space here. Oh my Lord. Okay. What I'll do is this. So, quite a few cards once again. Wow. 1 second here. Hi, Jackie. Oh. Okay. I do want to quickly clarify something in the end here. I'll show you guys what I've got here. I'm not too sure what we're ending with here. I might need to understand this further, or maybe we might understand as we dive through here. Jackie keeps coming through, so that might be significant to some of you, okay? So what I'm seeing here is this Queen of Pentacles. That has not come through yet in this reading. However, divine feminines have been coming through as Queen of Pentacles in their readings, okay? It's in reverse. So right now we're talking about financial independence, self-care, and a work-home conflict. And I kind of had this moment when I looked at this words work-home conflict, because I was feeling like for divine masculines, there is a sense of this conflict in their work-home environment. And this need for financial independence, this no longer depending on others. Did we see something about dependence on others? There is talk about self-limiting beliefs. I really did think we talked about dependence on others at some point. Moving on though, okay? But again, talking about the self-care, we have the Hanged Man here. I've been seeing this in the readings. This was this morning. The delays, the resistance, the stalling, the indecisions, okay? Yes. There's some confusing energy right now happening. Give me 1 second. Okay. Something about this work-home conflict has been creating some delays and some resistance, some indecision. But something about this self-care. Yes, this Three of Wands next to it talking about progress, expansion, foresight, and overseas opportunities. So it's like this, taking this time for the self-care, having this revelation is this Hanged Man. It's in reverse, but the Hanged Man upright talks about getting new perspectives on a situation. So there's been a sense of getting that new perspective and this sense of self-care, this sense of self-love. And it's allowing the masculines to have this sense of progression, expansion, foresight, and really foreseeing a situation for what it is, and having this progress to really walk away from a situation, to walk away from the resistance and the stalling, the delays and the resistance. I said that already, sorry, the indecision. I didn't even see this here. The Star card is here, okay? In reverse, talking about this lack of faith, despair, self-trust, and disconnection. So once again, we're talking about trust when it comes to the divine masculines. We're talking about self-trust, okay? This is what I'm not understanding. We're getting into a lot of heavy energy once again. So the Star card in reverse is talking about there is a sense of lack of faith and a sense of disconnection. And masculines watching this, there is, it's important to get into alignment. We're seeing a high vibe of alignment coming through in this reading. And this self-trust. I'm going to keep going here because I want to understand all of this, what we're seeing. We have the Five of Cups upright, which talks about regret, failure, disappointment, and pessimism. So definitely an energy that we've seen the divine masculines going through quite a bit. And next to that, we have Five of Pentacles upright, talking about financial loss. Oh, yes. Poverty, lack mindset, isolation, and worry. I've been seeing this a lot in readings in reverse, talking about recovering from financial loss and spiritual poverty, okay? And I wasn't quite understanding this. Now, the Star card, it's in reverse, okay? But the Star card is when we add 7 and 1 together, it's 8, manifestation. And then we have 2 5s next to that, talking about big change, 5 and 5. We also, when we look at 5 and 5 together, 10, once again we have, I think we talked about 10 already, 1 being new beginnings, and 0 the ending of a cycle and the starting of something new, okay? So yes, we're seeing this regret, failure, disappointments, pessimism, financial loss, poverty, lack mindset, isolation, and worry. But I feel like that's changing with the numerology vibration that we're getting from these cards. And then we end with the 7 of Swords upright. Now, once again, although this is a heavy energy card, 7 speaks about spirituality, okay? So this is talking about betrayal, deception, getting away with something and acting strategically. Next to this 5 of Pentacles that I've been seeing coming through as recovering from financial and spiritual poverty, once again, I feel like this is something that's being recovered from, something that is changing at this time. I do want to grab some clarity on that, just to be sure we're understanding this correctly. Yes. Okay. So, yes, exactly. We have this King of Wands. Swords. Now, we did have the Knight and Queen of Swords, and for a moment I was thinking it was Wands, but we do have the King of Wands coming out with this natural born leader, vision, entrepreneur, and honor, okay? So, yes, this is changing, okay? And 7, this vibration of spirituality, this being a spiritual path, and divine masculines, really you're ending with this King of Wands energy, this, you know, you're stepping into realizing that you are a natural born leader. You now are having this vision, this revelation, this awakening, recognizing that this is no longer an illusion. The 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, the moon energy that you've been feeling, even this 5 of Cups energy that you get a lot, you're recognizing that a lot of it has been an illusion. Not to say that your financial and spiritual poverty has not been an illusion, or Pentacles speaks, the 5 of Pentacles speaks about that. I'm not discrediting the things that you have gone through at all, but it's like you are recognizing the sense of illusion that was enveloped, I'm hearing, in all of the things that are kind of coming to you in this moment of great revelation and awakening, I'm hearing. And entrepreneur and honor, I'm hearing it's an honor. So divine masculines, you are feeling this sense of honor, something to you, you are feeling this role of honor. An entrepreneur, and I know a lot of masculines have been working towards their pentacles. A lot of masculines have experienced this kind of blow to their pentacles, their finances. Masculines have been trying to recover from these financial losses that they've been having. And, you know, this King of Wands speaking about this entrepreneurship, I'm feeling like masculines feeling this sense of, you know, Wands action drive towards recovering from this change towards all of these regrets, failures, disappointment, this financial loss. And the betrayals, the deception, talking about, again, the 10 of Swords. I saw that in a couple readings back about the swords being removed from the masculine's back. They're no longer feeling betrayed, okay? Wow, you guys. So this really was just, I was just feeling so guided to pull these cards and to see what came through, okay? So now we're just going to get some messages from your person and get some angel number guidance for both twins to find out what we need, what more we need to know here, okay? And with the messages from your person deck by myself today, what we're using is the red jasper, okay? So once again, you can see there's a theme of red happening here today. I'm just feeling really, really drawn to red today. And interesting that was on my, you know, pink cards, my red cards, right? So I'm just intuitively guided to do this stuff. I don't realize it until I'm actually showing you what's happening here. So let's just see if there's something that, you know, the connective energies and between the twins, you know, if there was something that both twins would say to one another, you know, if there's something that, you know, sort of the same message that they would say to each other at this time. Like that, we got just one card. So the way I see you is not the way you see yourself. So right now, twins, both of you are saying that I don't see you, right, exactly the way it says, the way you see yourself, meaning that, you know, for the divine masculines, feeling this sense of needing to work on themselves, finding this self-love and this self-work, this inner healing, and, you know, having these revelations, doing all this stuff that you haven't been wanting your masculines or your feminines to see you doing, going through, experiencing, and healing. Where was I going with this here? The feminines are seeing you. So you've been going through all of this, but the feminines have never quite seen you quite the way that you have seen yourself. Although you've been experiencing some heavy energy and not really feeling like this King of Wands or an Emperor. Your feminines have always seen you as their king. And masculines, for your feminines, yes, definitely, regardless of the amount of self-love that the feminines have for themselves, this Empress and High Priestess vibe that they get into of having this beauty and this love, and just these incredibly high vibrations that they can get into, even though that this is what your divine feminines embody, is still the way that they see themselves, the amount of self-love that they have for themselves is just still, I'm feeling, not even in comparison to the way that you view your feminine. I'm hearing something about like a picture doesn't even compare. So it's like, you know, when you see a sunset and you take a photo and you're like, oh, well, that doesn't even look like the actual sunset. It's kind of like, if I were to take a photo of you, a mental photo of you feminine, and show it to you of what I actually see, it wouldn't even compare to what you actually see in the mirror. So that's a really beautiful message coming forward from both twins right now. So I want to find out feminines. I'm feeling guided to find out what would the feminines say to their masculines. And usually I do take those fallout cards, or just ones that kind of stick out of the deck and I feel kind of guided to. Maybe we don't have anything here. Okay, there we go. So we have, no one can satisfy me the way you can spiritually, emotionally, or physically. So feminines, and you know what you're saying to your masculine is that there's just nothing that can compare to this connection. Masculines, what your feminine is saying is, now that they have experienced this connection, it's just that there is just nothing that can kind of reach the bar that you have set for your feminine. You have shown your feminine the kind of love that she truly deserves. And, you know, feminines, you're saying to your masculine that there is just really no one who can level up to these expectations that you have set, that you have shown me that I'm deserving of, that no one else has been able to reach up to that level that you've been able to show me. That's such a beautiful message. Okay, and masculines, the way you make me feel. That couldn't be a more accurate message from the masculines. I don't know what that was on my card. I was just feeling, I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of fidgety, you guys. Okay, so the way you make me feel. So masculines saying to your feminines that, you know, the way you make me feel. I mean, what else can I say to you, feminines? There's just no other words that can back that up. Feminines, your masculines are saying to you right now that there's just no words to put into how you make them feel, okay? And this sense of, you know, being able to do anything for you. And I'm hearing about surprises right now. Now this card comes, I've put this in the deck thinking about something in regards to my connection, a surprise that my masculine had done for me one time. And it's the first time that I've seen this card come through in my readings where I'm hearing surprise. So it's almost like divine masculines, you're not only saying to your feminines, the way you make me feel is undescribable, but it's almost like there's a surprise coming in of some kind, okay? That's just what I'm feeling. That might not be for everyone, okay, you guys? And then we're going to get our angel number guidance, okay? So I'm using the blue howlite on this deck at this moment. So you might feel guided to look into the stones that I'm using and find out how they resonate for you and what messages they might hold for your connection. So let's find out for some angel number guidance. Now, I do want to first start with all of these messages that came through. I was just guided to do this. We had quite a message come through. So, you know, thank you so much. Gratitudes for whoever gave this information to me. And so let's find out, what is the angel number guidance based on this information that came through, whoever this was from and whoever it's for. There we go. So we have angel number 5, like I said, with these two 5s here, 5, 5, now another 5, 5, 5, 5, just massive, massive changes coming in. Angel number 5 also does talk about hope and encouragement. So I'm feeling that this is not necessarily a guidance message, but the person or the individual, the energies that this message had come from is feeling this sense of hope and encouragement, right? There's been this revelation, this awakening, and all of this that we're seeing here, and it's coming forward with this sense of hope and encouragement. There is the star card here. The star upright does talk about hope, faith, purpose, renewal, and spirituality, okay? And so health and well-being, positive changes and progress. Talking about this self-love with the Two of Cups, there was talk about self-care as well. Self-care with this Queen of Pentacles here. Wasn't there a queen beside that? Oh, the Knight. Okay. Yes, I'm feeling with this self-love and the self-care. Yes. I'm getting again, you guys, about someone having gone through a recovery program of some kind. I'm hearing like a rehab, like from, substance abuse, alcoholism, something like that. And it could be even innocence, like something innocent, like, pain medication, but just a sense of rehabilitation, like a sense of having gone to a rehab program. I'm feeling that right now. This health and well-being coming through in number 5, talking about self-love and self-care. I'm feeling that because there has been this element of having the self-love to take care of the self and go through this program to heal the health and the well-being has allowed for this big revelation, this epiphany. I'm hearing the word epiphany. So it's almost like whoever I'm channeling right now, whoever this message is coming from, it's like this individual is having this revelation because now they have gone through a recovery process and they've detoxed, and now they are tapping into their intuition. This recovering from spiritual poverty, this deception, getting away, acting strategically. And I was talking about a sense of bypass. The word bypass came through. So whoever I'm channeling, it was almost like they were using whatever that they were rehabilitating from as a method of trying to bypass something, is what I'm hearing. That's really, really specific, you guys. And I don't mean to expose anyone or make anyone feel on the spot or ashamed or anything, but let's get some more angel number guidance for this individual. So yes, I do want to get some real clear guidance for who I'm channeling right now. Whoever's sending us this message, what would the angels like to say to whoever's sending us this message? Angel number 444. So you are surrounded by angels and you are being guided through focus. So, many applauds for what you are doing here, going through this recovery process, whatever it is you're recovering from. Your angels want you to know that they are surrounding you. They're helping you to recover. They're helping you to go through this process, to have these revelations, to tap back into your intuition. I'm hearing that to communicate with your guides as well. So do reach out, ask them for some more support. And you're being guided through focus. So it's like you're really being guided to make these changes, these 5s in your life. And 444, number 4 in numerology, speaks about stability, security, foundations, and also the earthly realm. And going back to Pentacles, this Queen of Pentacles, the sense of self-care, recovering, this 5 of Pentacles, recovering from spiritual and financial poverty, right? You're being guided through focus to make these changes, this recovery, so that you can go back to being a king. Beautiful. And what's interesting is I felt the need to put that on top of the King of Wands, and what I saw right away was the 4 of Wands in the tarot deck, which is, this sense of, I believe that is seen by a lot of tarot readers as twin flame union. But I'm seeing, when I put that there, just with Wands, this sense of kind of like when they landed on the moon and they put the flag, that sense of like landing and marking the spot and just acknowledging that moment in history, in time, in the timeline. I'm hearing in the timeline, marking this moment in the timeline. Holy Hannah. I can't deal with this, you guys. Okay, so in the timeline, that's interesting. What angel number guidance wants to come through for this timeline? Marking place and timeline. Angel number 35. Positive life changes ahead. Passions in life and passions and life purpose may come into question and review. So that sense of judgment, but I feel like that's happened. So talking about marking a place in the timeline, things have come into question and review, and that's what's allowing for these positive changes to come in ahead. All of these fives, 555s, lots of fives. So let's get some angel number guidance now. So for any divine feminines seeing this message, I really do feel that this is a message from divine masculines really wanting to express this newfound awakening that they're having. Okay, so let's find out for divine feminines, what is the guidance for you based on what we're seeing here? Wow, we have a few messages for you, feminines. Wow, okay. We have angel number 123. I literally put this in my deck last night. This is an ascension in progress, and I feel that this is the masculines letting you know that I'm having this great ascension, this great aha epiphany. Like I just kind of felt the need, like I almost wanted to start laughing, because it's like masculines are in this state of just kind of like, it's such a revelation that it's like I should have seen it sooner, that it's kind of funny that I didn't. They're really just kind of laughing at themselves right now is the energy that I'm feeling. I mean, well, masculines. And angel number 717. So divine feminines, positive changes that you put in position. Positive changes you made put you in position. Okay, so yes, divine timing, divine guidance, alignment, right? So the changes, everything that you've been doing, divine feminines, have put you in the position to hear these messages, to be able to receive and reciprocate, but also receive, what's the word I'm looking for here? Receive, reciprocate, to be able to invite in is kind of what I'm trying to get at, okay? And you are on track to seeing your life purpose and soul mission becoming accomplished, and I really do feel that that's really speaking towards your connection, your twin flame journey. I saw this 444 on this King of Wands, this union vibe, okay? And 7177s are talking about, once again, a spiritual vibe. Yes, okay. So we also have angel number 999, nudge to finish projects, unlocking the next step. It's like masculines are working on that right now. They're letting you know that they're working on that final step. They're unlocking, they're working on, I'm going to have hiccups now because of releasing of fear. So for some divine masculines, oh my God. Oh my gosh, I can't. So I have the hiccups now. So this nudge to finish projects to unlock the next step, this project that needs to be completed, as divine masculines need to finish this releasing of fear so that they can unlock the next step. This key that I put here, you guys, I can't. I don't even know why I felt the need to put that there, and it's there. And now the divine masculines are saying that I'm trying to finish releasing this fear so that I can unlock the next step. What is the next step? Communication. Divine feminines, let's see what other angel numbers are here for us, okay? I feel the need to go from the back of the deck forward. Angel number 909, so more nines, okay? More talking about completions, number 9, and zeros, talking about the, going around in a circle, ending a cycle so we can start something new, completing something so that we can move into something fresh. Number 909 talks about spiritual development, and your angels are sending you a blessing in disguise. I don't even think I need to tell you what that means, feminines. I was felt guided to grab the top now. So angel number 10, leadership, determination, confidence, independence. What? King of Wands, okay? Trust in divine guides. Keep your thoughts, emotions pure and positive. Why? Because you are manifesting, divine feminines. Once again, we have 1 and 0, the beginning of a new cycle and the completion of a cycle to start something new, okay? Yes, angel number 000, once again, this ending of a cycle and starting something new, okay? Prepare to start a new cycle, being one with the universe. Feminines, this is happening because why? You're finding your alignment. You are being one with the universe. Divine masculines wouldn't be here if you weren't doing that work, okay? This Queen of Pentacles, this self-love, right? This self-care. And Pentacles, once again, divine feminines, you really have been coming through boldly as Queens of Pentacles in the upright, really, really being the queen, really standing firm in your foundation. My heart chakra went off just now. But also of Pentacles, you're really also embodying your masculine energy, that sense of 444 energy, safety, security. So divine feminines, you're also able to be in this masculine energy to provide yourself for the way to kind of, it's like filling in. It's like you're being your other half of yourself, right? This oneness. Where did I talk about this? This 000, this, being one with the universe, so that all of this can happen, so that masculines can unlock this step, right? 999 of the journey. Wow. And number 888. Okay, so once again, I said manifestation. Lots of eights are here. 8 in numerology is about manifestation. So money incoming, financial abundance, and alignment with financial desires. And so feminines, I feel like this is for you. Even though masculines are working on that, I feel like this is, oh. It's almost like this is coming hand in hand with the masculine, is what I'm feeling. It's like this, yes, this, where was it? Did it come through in this reading? This 9 of that was in my reading that I did, but that kicked this off. I had the 9 of Pentacles coming through, so this luxury, the self-sufficiency, financial abundance, and it's kind of like this 888 money incoming. I feel like it's kind of like all tied together with this 444. Interesting, because 4 is a multiple of 8, right? Or 8 is a multiple of 4, you know what I'm saying? Yes, interesting. And you are being guided through focus. Focus with money, Queen of Pentacles. Yes, okay. So feminines, that's the angel number guidance coming through for you. There's quite a bit there. Let's save some for the masculines, shall we? Divine masculines, okay. So let's see, what is the angel number guidance for you based on what we're seeing here? We have angel number 420 and angel number 343. Wow. Okay, so 420, angel number 420 is talking about the verge of a soul mission discovery and giving support to those around you. So definitely feeling this soul mission discovery. We were just, this is what all of this is about. Giving support to those around you. I'm really feeling that it's like the divine masculines want to give the support to the divine feminines. I was hearing the word appreciation, and then I had a sense of emotions come over me. There is a strong sense of masculines really appreciating their divine feminines right now. Please forgive me. It's a very, very deep, I don't even have words for what I'm feeling right now. It's loving. It's just, it's a very pure, loving vibration that I feel right now of just this deep appreciation, this deep love. A lot of words are running through my head right now. I'm hearing self-love, emotional, deep love, passion. I heard the word haste just now. I just heard the word Dylan, the name Dylan. Okay, moving on. We have angel number 343 here as well. And I felt like that was interesting because that's a card that has come through a lot for divine feminines. For the divine feminines, it was speaking about really seeing that 4 in between those 3s turning into a 3 to speak about perfect alignment. But this card is speaking about a direct message from your angels and spirits of their constant presence to provide you with their love, support, guidance, and inspiration. So masculines, that's what's coming forth for you right now, okay? And this appreciation, going back to, oh gosh, guys, I just kind of want to cry. Going back to this appreciation and this constant presence to provide you with their love, support, guidance, and inspiration. I don't know, masculines, if this is you feeling this energy of appreciation towards your divine feminine, or if this is the appreciation that you're feeling to yourself right now, or even potentially the love that's coming into you from your guides. It's incredible. I don't think I've ever felt a love to the degree that I actually just want to cry. It's almost like this, not grieving, but a sense of release. Interesting. Let's see if we can get another angel number guidance for the divine masculines, because I don't want to leave you with so much emotion. Let's see what else we can get for the divine masculines here. But that might have meant something for someone watching. You might know what's going on right now. So let's find out any additional angel number guidance for the divine masculines. These want to get my attention. We have angel number 1010, angel number 20, and angel number 6666. Lots of ones, lots of zeros, lots of sixes. Did we see? I feel like we saw some sixes. No? Maybe I'm making that up, but I thought we saw something about money here. Okay, so 666, restoring balance that you once had in life, a forewarning that you are straying from your path. Jackie is here to say hello again. So I'm trying to understand this, masculines, this forewarning that you're straying from your path, because it really does feel to me that you really are on track here. That you're really on track. So just keep up with what you're doing. And continue to focus on finding that balance, restoring. And especially, I'm hearing again about this recovering, this rehab, recuperation situation. You know, just to continue to stay on path of keeping this alignment, this balance. Okay. Angel number 1010, so help to improve finances, is on the way. So I was feeling that with money vibration with these sixes here. So, you know, the restoring balance that you have might even be in regards to helping you to heal money, to bring money in for you masculines. So if it helps as well, you might want to listen to some like subliminal meditations for money, bringing in money, or some even just affirmations for when you sleep. I had the hiccups now when I'm saying that. So once again, releasing of fear, something regarding fear and money for you masculines. And angel number 20, so once again, some more empowerment, success in everything you put your heart and mind to, and the universe is approving of your plans, your decisions, and your actions. So once again, I feel like you really are doing a really great job in everything that you are working towards right now. So yes, I feel like that was a lot of information, some heavy energy coming up towards the end, but really feeling a sense of, yes, emotions, sometimes when they come up, tears, they seem heavy, and it did feel heavy, but it's a releasing of heavy emotion. So, you know, I was going to say something else in regards to that, but just this sense of, you know, it may have seemed as though we were ending off on a bit of an emotional, track, but you know, sometimes it's a good thing, because it lets us know that we're seeing this change in the energy for sure. And it's like I'm having a hard time right now getting the message out. Okay, so and I know what I need to say. It's really interesting. It's like someone's like, no, no, no. It's like someone doesn't want to be exposed or something. Like they don't want someone. It's like, again, it's like you're gonna give away the surprise is kind of what I'm hearing. Okay, but you know, so again, going back to this, you know, emotions coming up. Sometimes it seems like a heavier way to end a reading, but it shows us the change in vibration. It really was a very strong, loving vibration, okay? Releasing of heavy emotions so that love can be felt, can be welcomed. And what is this word again that wants to come up, but I'm not picking it? Not reciprocated. Yes, and I'm hearing coughing now, so it's like, again, something with communication, okay? So, if the message isn't coming forth, if the word isn't coming to me, then there must be a reason why I'm not supposed to say it, okay? So, I'm going to leave you guys with this, okay? Once again, I feel like it was a lot of information to come through, but there was a sense of urgency to deliver this message, and I keep getting drawn to this key that I have here, so it's almost like, something has been unlocked, okay? And there's been a strong message about a big revelation. It's like masculines have been given a key to unlocking something that's really helping you to have these revelations. And I'm really feeling like there's this sense of empowerment, the success in everything you put your heart and mind to, this overwhelming sense of love and emotion, and appreciation. It was just this great sense of love and appreciation, and thanks, gratitude. Yes. So I'll leave you guys with that, okay? Very, very, what is this? What's the word? Improv kind of reading. So just something I wanted to deliver to you guys, because once again I was about to start something for myself, and I was just really feeling called to get the cards and just see what comes through in regards to my connection. And I had a very strong message, very similar to this, and so I felt like I'll grab my camera, record a message for the collective, and see what's going to come forward for the Twin Flame Collective, not just myself. And so once again, very grateful to deliver these messages. I hope they find who they were meant for, and congratulations to whoever's delivering this message, because there's just so much work that's being put in here. Love and light, you all. Be well. This is the Crow's Nest. I'm your host, Crystal Joy, Wounded Healer. Be well.